You guys, let's do some yoga. Thanks for joining us. We're going to start off in child's pose. So go ahead and split your knees about as wide as your yoga mat. You can sit down into your heels. Bring your forehead down to a block or the floor and stretch your arms forward. And see if as you find yourself in child's pose, you can really give yourself this opportunity here over the next hour to surrender to something super simple like breathing. See if as you inhale, you can flood your entire system with this idea of abundance. And as you exhale, you can filter out anything that's not serving in that idea of abundance. Breathing in, flooding your system with that abundance. As you exhale, filtering out anything else. Switch your arms over to the right side of your yoga mat. Go ahead and bend into your right hand. Bring your hand next to your thigh. Press into the floor. Stretch your left fingers a little further forward. See if you can really ground your sit bones down towards your heels. Take a few deep breaths into the left side of your body. Open it up. And go ahead and walk your hands over to the left side of your mat, bending into your left arm. Press your hand into the floor. Stretch your right fingertips a little further forward, opening up into your right side. Take a few deep breaths here, in through the nose, and back out through the nose. One more time, in through the nose, and back out through the nose. Go ahead and walk yourself back to center. Rest your forehead down. Prayer hands, lift your fingers up towards the ceiling, stretching through your arms, through your shoulders. Again, infusing that idea of surrender. Surrender to something super simple, your breath. Let it be that easy today. And then go ahead and release your hands down. You're going to slide forward onto your belly. As you come onto your belly, you're going to press your hands next to your chest. You're going to lift your chest up in the air, pushing your hands forward. Hug the arm bones into the sides so you feel your side body kick on, and bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Roll your chin to your chest. Bring your left ear to your left shoulder. And then lift your gaze slightly upward. Take an inhale. As you exhale, tuck your toes and press back to a downward facing dog. As you come into downward facing dog, just pedal it out. Bend right, bend left. Just kind of move your body, sway it out. See what's going on. Take your head out. Press your hands nice and wide. Rotating the palms out slightly, forearms in slightly, upper arm bones out just a little bit. Broadening across the shoulders, gazes back at the knees, the thighs, and the navel. Go ahead and take your right leg in the air. Inhale, bend your knee, open up your hip. Go ahead and bend and straighten your knee a few times, kick it out, and then make some circles with your leg. Throw the leg forward and back a few times. Take another inhale breath right here. As you exhale, cross and tap knee to your left arm, nice and high, press away from the floor. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, knee to your right arm, press away from the floor. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, knee to chest, press away, press, press, press. Inhale, plank, chest forward. Exhale, lower halfway to Chaturanga Dandasana. Press through the tops of your feet, hover your hips as you lift your chest up, up dog. And then exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Hug your navel in towards your spine, hold the rib cage together. Left leg's gonna lift, inhale, breath. As you exhale, bend your knee and open up your hip. Bend and straighten, shake it out with your ankle and wiggle your toes. Then circle your leg forward forward and back a few times. Notice how it feels to be in your body this afternoon. Take a big inhale breath. And exhale, knee to right arm crunch. Press away from the ground. Inhale, stretch back, down dog split. Exhale, knee to left arm. Inhale, press back, down dog split. Exhale, knee to chest, push away from the floor. Strong belly, hug the knee in higher. Plank position. Inhale, lengthen through the tailbone. Exhale, lower halfway to Chaturanga Dandasana. Big breath in cobra or up dog. Inhale here. And exhale, push back, downward facing dog, hips up nice. Take a big breath, inhale. Slow exhale, surrender. Take your right leg in the air again. Inhale, breath. Exhale, crunch, knee to chest. Step up to a runner's lunge. Bump your feet hip width apart. Set your back knee on the ground. Now as you come up, I want you to pull with your front heel. Maybe reach your arms. You can interlace fingers up. You can grab your elbows, maybe hands to the back of the head, or even binding behind you. Find a variation that works for you. Do try to really hug your navel in and lunge into your back leg so you feel that big stretch through your hip flexor. Take another breath here, and then release your right hand to your hip. Maybe a block or the floor, a random household item, can of soup, maybe one of your kids' toys. And reach up and over with that left arm, side bend. Inhale, reach your arms back overhead. And exhale, bring your hands to the ground. Step back, top of a push-up, squeeze your thighs tight. Exhale, halfway or less. Inhale, push back up. Exhale, lower halfway or less. Inhale, push back up. Exhale, lower halfway or less. Cobra or up dog. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up nice and high. Let's take that left leg in the air, please. Inhale, breath right here. Exhale, crunch knee to chest. Step up, feet are hip width apart. Set your back knee on the ground and stretch your arms up and over your head. Again, any variation of the arms, elbows, maybe binding the hands at the head or behind your back. Whatever you're doing, lift up on the inner thighs and pelvic floor to support your spine as you lunge into the back leg to get a deeper stretch through that right side hip. Take another breath right here. Inhale. Left hand down. Hip, block, floor. Random household item. Bending over to that left side. Right arm up and overhead. And breathe into the right side body. Take another big breath. Inhale. Arms back overhead. One inhale here. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step back, top of a push-up. Hug the thighs in and up, chest out. Exhale, halfway or less, lower down. Inhale, push back up. Exhale, halfway or less, lower down. Inhale, push back up. Exhale, halfway or less, lower down. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog. Big breath. Exhale to downward facing dog. Hips up nice and high. Roll those inner thighs towards the back of your mat as you hug your navel in towards the spine. Neck is long. Gaze at the knees, thighs or navel. Take a big inhale breath. Lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Look forward. Right foot, left foot step, or you can hop up top of your mat. Lift your chest up halfway, shoulders meet the hips. Exhale, belly meets the thighs, forward fold. On your inhale, stand up, stretch your arms over your head. Lift, squeeze your thighs towards each other and push your feet down. Exhale your hands to your heart and down by your side. Surya Namaskar A. Here we go. Inhale, reach your arms up, stretch. Exhale, forward fold, belly to thighs. Inhale, flat back, long spine. Exhale, flat palm. Right foot, left foot back, or hop to Chaturanga Dandasana. Cobra or up dog, in breath here. Down dog, exhale, hips up nice and high. We're just going to hold this one for about 3 breaths. In, abundance, filter anything else out. Easy intention for today, simple, breathe. One more breath right here. Next inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Left foot, right foot, or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, pull your shoulders back and hug your ribs in. Exhale, fold belly to thighs. Stand up with strength. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale your hands to your heart and down by your sides. Second round. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, flat palms, left foot, right foot back, or hop to chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. 2 breaths only this time. In through the nose and back out. Let your breath be the most important thing you focus on today. Anytime you feel like it's offbeat, see if you can bring it back to your own personal rhythm. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Look at your hands. You can step or hop your feet forward. Inhale, flat back, long spine. Exhale, fold, surrender. Inhale, stand up. Reach your arms up, stretch up, open up. Exhale, your hands to your heart and down by your sides. Final round. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, flat palms, step or hop back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog, hips up, nice and high. Just one inhale here, and one sweet exhale. Lift your heels, inhale. Bend your knees, exhale, breath, step or hop forward. Inhale, flat back, long spine, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come to standing, reach up. Exhale, your hands to your heart and down by your side. Let's move into Surya Namaskar, B. Bend the knees, sit back, squeeze the inner thighs, reach up, Utkatasana. Feel a lot of effort from the ribs to the knees. So you're squeezing in with the thighs, lifting up with the pelvis, drawing the ribs down a little bit, and then make your upper back do some work. Lift, 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 inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stretch your chest forward, hug your navel in. Exhale, step or hop, chaturanga. Inhale, big lift and up dog or cobra, really hug the arms in. Exhale to downward facing dog. Let's step the right foot to the right thumb, spinning the left heel flat. Inhale, come up, touch your palms if that's available, maybe arm, shoulder width apart or wider. Take one more breath, thrust through the outer edge of your back foot, hands to the mat. As you step back, you can hover your right foot if you want more, lower chaturanga. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Left side, warrior one. Step your left foot up, spin your right foot flat. Come on up. Engage through the inner thighs, push through the feet. Take another big breath. Hands to the ground. Left foot back, you can hover it if you want more, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths right here. In through the nose, back out through the nose. Maybe even shake your head out, soften around the neck. One more breath in, one more breath out. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, knees bend, step or hop forward. Inhale to that flat back. Exhale to fold down. On your inhale, rise to standing, reach up. Exhale, your hands to your heart and down by your sides. Let's bend the knees and sit low again. Utkatasana. Inhale, we're going to add on. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step or hop back. Bottom of a push-up, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog, inhale here. Down dog, exhale right here. Right foot forward, warrior one. Inhale, come on up, reach your arms in the air. Hands behind your back as you exhale. Interlace your fingers or you can grab a wrist. You can always put your hands on the hips instead. Inhale, lift your chest up. As you exhale, you're gonna fold down, maybe arms up. If the arms is a lot, you can release them to the ground, maybe walk them out in front of you or towards that left corner a little bit. Press through the back leg so it takes some of the weight out of your right hip. Relax your neck. Breathe a little deeper. One more right here. Inhale, breath, reach up. One time, warrior one. Hands to the mat. Exhale, you can step back. You can hover your leg. Or you can go to a short down dog split and try a little hop up. And then lower chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Second side, warrior one. Left foot steps forward. Inhale, rise up, one breath in. Release for the bind. Switch your grip out here if you are interlacing your fingers. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, fold forward. You can keep the arms, you can always release them and reach. Relax around the neck. Press through the back leg a lot so it supports this position. One more breath. Stay through the exhale. Give yourself that gift. And then inhale, one breath. Come up, warrior one. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, chaturanga. Maybe float the leg, or you can lift it in the air and try a little hop. And then lower down. Inhale, breath. Down dog. Exhale, breath. This time as you find your way to down dog, let's bring the forearms to the ground and interlace your fingers together. Separate your shoulders, or elbows rather, about as wide as your shoulders. And let's walk the feet forward and take them as wide as the mat. Hug the ribs in, navel in, and squeeze between the legs so the neck is long. Push your forearms forward as you squeeze your elbows towards each other. Lengthen out through the sides of your body, through the length of the tricep. Take another inhale here. Slow exhale. One more. And then go ahead and look forward, flat palm, step back, downward facing dog, hips up nice and high. Take an inhale breath with your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or hop top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. And exhale to pull forward. Inhale, rise to standing, reach the arms up. Exhale, your hands to your heart. Then down by your sides. It's getting sweaty up in here, you guys. Bend your knees, sit it back, Utkatasana. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Maybe this time as you press your palms flat, you lift your knees to those outer upper arms. Squeeze the arms in and push away from the floor. Shift your chest over your fingers. Squeeze your big toes together. Fire the backs of the legs, Utkatasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, your hands behind you, make a bind. Inhale, lift your chest up, you guys. And as you exhale, bring your chest way far forward and lift up, warrior three. Turn your back knee down and hug your hips in. Hug your inner thighs together right here. Shoulders on the back. If the arm variation is a lot though, you can always bring your hands to your heart. Stay for another breath or two. In through the nose, back out through the nose. Soft bend in the right knee, step back. Inhale, warrior one, reach up. Exhale, hands to the mat. You can step back, go straight to down dog, chaturanga, or again, you can take that little hop. Lower down. Inhale. Down dog, exhale. Second side, Vama, left foot forward. Inhale, warrior one, step up, rise up. Exhale, hands behind you, make a bind. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, go forward, lift your back leg up, warrior three. Turn your kneecap down, hug your thighs in a lock right here. Shoulders onto the back. Any arm variation works. So if behind your back isn't working for you today, hands up, heart is great. Hands on your forward thigh works as well. Take another breath or two right here, surrender. Let's squeeze in and up on those inner thighs. Last breath. Bend your left knee, step back, warrior one. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, your hands to the mat. Step straight back, down dog, or maybe hop up and stand. Do some push-ups. Big breath in. Slow breath out and downward facing dog. Really try to press your mat forward here. Take another inhale breath. Lift the heels up, big lift. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees, step or hop, top of your mat. Inhale, flat back, long spine. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, rise and reach up, big breath. Exhale, your hands to your heart and down by your side. Adding on, bend the knees, sit back, Utkatasana. Inhale, breath. Exhale, forward fold. So So you can try Bakasana again here if you want to come up onto those outer arms. Big lift. Maybe you bend your elbows a lot, tuck your chin, head to the ground. Headstand variation, or maybe you pop up handstand, or just hold Bakasana. 3, 2, and 1. Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra or Up Dog. And exhale, press it back, Downward Facing Dog. Right side, Warrior 1. Step forward. Inhale, rise up, reach up, big breath. Exhale, hands bind behind. Inhale, big lift of the chest. Exhale, you're gonna go forward and up, Warrior 3. This time, stretch your arms apart right here. Arms reach side to side, and then you're gonna rotate, right hand down, left arm up. If this is hard for you, stay up a little bit higher. If you need some support, put your hand on something. Hand's gonna find about 1 o'clock there. Press that outer right hip towards the back foot. Press heavy through the big toe and the inner arch of your right foot to stabilize the strong kind of pulling of the outer hips. Take another 2 breaths right here. In and back out. 1 more. Stay through the exhale. As your hands release to the mat, you're going to take your left foot, swing it around your right leg. Left leg is in front. Bend that knee, inhale. And then forward fold as you exhale. Maybe walk your hands over towards that front left corner. Keep drawing the right outer hip back, just like you did a moment ago. Last breath right here. And then go ahead and come back to center. Step your feet wider than your hip. Turn your toes out, heels in, and squat down into a malasana, garland posture with the feet separated. Hands can come to the heart here if that's working for you. Maybe you point your fingertips down, play the piano, stretch it out. Maybe you laugh at the person across from you, tell a joke. See if you can keep pressing your thighs really wide here so you feel your outer hips work a lot. You can bring your right hand to your heart. You can reach your left arm out to the left. You can stay like that. You can also stretch your right arm down to the ground if you want to. You can turn your palm towards the back of your mat, tuck it behind your back for a half wrap, or go around the front of the leg for a full wrap. Notice how this left leg really wants to kind of collapse inward. Keep using your outer hip to press those thighs really wide right here. So there's effort in those outer hips. You should feel them a lot. Take another 2 breaths in. Surrender on the exhale. 1 more in. Surrender on the exhale. And then go ahead and release that. You're going to straighten your legs. Turn your toes to the front of your mat slightly in. Left hand's going to come underneath your nose as you bend your left knee. Go ahead and reach your right arm up in the air, a little twist. And you can find some freestyle movement here if you like to swing your arm around. You might simply like reaching up or behind your back. Do what's appropriate, what's necessary, what kind of fuels your fire to make you feel good. One more breath. Inhale, reach your right arm up and then forward. Exhale, your hand to the ground. Go ahead and step your big toes together. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Stretch your arms overhead. You're going to find a hold of your right wrist or maybe elbows overhead. Take a big breath. Hug those thighs in. Push your feet down a lot and then bend over to the left side. Stretch it out. You can always take your left arm behind your back if that's nice. Maybe reach the right arm over. Inhale, breath, come back up. Prayer hands overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart and down by your sides. Bend your knees, sit back with Uttanasana. Inhale right here. Forward fold, exhale, breath. Maybe this time you want to try some froggy hops or some tuck hops, maybe a Bakasana or a headstand. If you're doing anything balancing on your hands, try to stack your shoulders over your wrists. You can bend the knees, maybe hop up, knees wide to the side, little froggy hops. Maybe you kick up handstand. Maybe you're like, skipping it this round. I'm just gonna go straight to chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. When you're ready, slow, easy, downward facing dog. Exhale, hips up nice and high. Big breath in, slow breath out. Left foot forward, warrior one. Please step up. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, your hands release behind you, make a bind. Inhale, chest goes up. Exhale, forward and up, lift warrior three. You're gonna stretch your arms out side to side this time. Shift your gaze to the front right corner of your mat and rotate left hand down, right arm up. If it's hard for you here, come up a little bit higher or put your hand on something. Feel your outer hips fire, so you're really taking that outer left hip and hugging it towards the back of your mat. Feel that outer right hip lift the leg up in the air. Round through the big toe and the inner arch of your standing foot. Take another 2 breaths. In and back out. Last one. As you release your hands to the ground, take your right leg, swing it in front of your left leg. So the right leg is the front leg. Inhale right here. Exhale, fold forward. Maybe walk your hands over to the front right corner, hugging your outer left hip back. Almost as if you're doing down dog with the legs twisted. One more breath. So come back to center, step your feet. So this time you might go feet together, or if you did so last time, feet wider than the hips. Turn your toes out, bend your knees for Malasana. Take a little squat here, hands to heart, maybe fingers down, stretch it out, press the thighs back. If you did so last time, we're gonna bring the left hand to the heart, and the right arm out to the right side, reach. Notice the tendency of that right leg to want to collapse inward. Use the outer hip to press it wide, maybe left hand to the ground. Some of you might have turned your palms and taken the bind here. Make sure it feels good on this side as well. Never doing anything on one side just because you did it on the other. Take 2 more breaths in and out slow. 1 more breath in and out nice and slow. And go ahead and release that. Press your legs straight, turn your toes forward. Right hand under the nose, right knee bends. Left arm reaches up for the twist. You can circle it out, swing your arm around if that's nice right here. You might take your arm, tuck it behind your back if you did so. The other side, and it feels good on this side. Breathing into that idea of abundance, especially as we twist and really minimize the space inside. Inhale, left arm goes up and forward. Exhale, your left hand down. Step your big toes together. Inhale, flat back, long spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise to standing. Reach your arms in the air. You can grab your left wrist or elbows overhead. Hug the thighs in. Push your feet down. Navel in. Exhale, bend to the right side. And so we had that option there to release the right hand behind the back. Maybe stretch the left arm over, maybe down the thigh. Inhale, come back up. Put your hands overhead. Exhale, your hands to your heart and down by your side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Have a little fun here, some push-ups, some arm balances or inversions. Maybe you're gonna try those froggy hops with me again. Bend the knees, knees wide, balance. Squeeze your arms in, knees wide, balance. Try for 3 and then chaturanga when you're ready. Cobra or up dog. And exhale, take it back downward facing dog. Notice how it feels to breathe after moving so much. The heart settle back down. Really travel inward. body. Kind of a little mental escape momentarily. Letting go of this idea of thinking and being in this idea of feeling. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, crunch, knee to chest. And then step forward, high lunge, crescent pose. Inhale, stretch your arms up overhead right here. As the arms come up, really lift the back knee, back heel up, and then let the front knee bend. If you notice that you need a longer stance, just wiggle your back foot back a little bit. And take another big breath right here. Inhale, back heel down, warrior B. Front heel's going to align with the arch of that back foot approximately, wrists over the ankles. Feel the outer thighs press wide here, just like you did in Malasana. As you do that, can you hug your feet towards each other so you feel the inner portion of the thighs kick on a lot? Stay for another breath. Inhale, reach up, reverse warrior. Exhale to side angle. You're going to reach forward. Hand can go down inside, blocking the thigh here. Push the arm and leg together. Maybe left arm goes up or out overhead. If you want to, you can take your left arm behind your back, your right arm underneath your leg for a wrap, if that's in your practice. Warmed it up with that Malasana. So if you're ready for it, feel free to take it. You have 3 exhales. Really press through that back leg. So your right hip isn't taking all the weight and fatiguing out, but rather feeling more energized, stronger. Take another 2. One more breath. And then exhale your hands to the ground. Lift your back heel like a runner's lunge and see if you can walk forward and lift your back leg off the ground. Left hand's going to go down at about 11 o'clock, right hand to your hip. Hug your thighs in, turn your chest to the right side and reach. Don't worry about how much your chest is turned. Let this twist be therapeutic and feel good for the back side. So focus on strong engagement through the pelvis, inner thighs, and belly, and then rotate from that point of strength. Breathing into that sense of abundance. One more breath. Standing splits. Inhale, left leg goes up. And as you exhale, bend your left knee, step back, warrior B. Come on up and straighten your front leg this time. You can scoot your back foot in if you need to. Turning the leg in a little bit right here. Inhale, reach forward and pull the right hip back. Exhale, the right hand down, left arm up. Triangle pose, straight up. Maybe you feet that out overhead, extending. Draw the shoulders onto the back. You can hook your big toe or your hand can be on your shin, maybe outside of the thigh. Push the big toe mound down. Take another 2 breaths. Can you draw the pelvis and the ribs towards each other a little bit and then spin a little bit more, shoulder on the back. Last breath. Exhale, hands to the ground, runner's lunge. This time, let's set the back knee down and straighten out the front leg for a half splits variation. If you want to, you can walk all the way and sit down on a pillow, a block, your foot, and fold over the leg there. If it feels good to move your foot around, maybe point or flex or roll the ankle, do that here as well. Anything and everything you're doing should be like an invitation to go deeper into your body on a journey that you want to be on. As you finish up your exhale, you're going to come back to that runner's lunge position, lifting up through the back knee. Left hand down inside the foot, right arm to the sky, a little twist. Now, if you want more, you can set your knee down and come to a prayer hand twist, and then relift the back knee. Also, you can slide your arm outside of your leg, twisting that way. Make sure your twist feels therapeutic for your back. Never any painful sensations. And if that's happening, just back out a little bit. 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath. You're going to bring your hands to the ground and step back to a plank position as you're ready. And then you're going to roll to the edge of your left foot. Press your left hand down. Reach your right arm up in the air. This can always be done down on your knee. It can always be done on your elbow. You can lift your top leg if you want. Or with me, right arm up, inhale. Right arm reaches under your body at the left exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, under tuck. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, under tuck. You have 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. You have 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down dog or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, press back. Settle your breath, settle your heart. Notice how it feels to be still after all that movement. Long neck. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step forward, high lunge, crescent pose. Inhale, you're going to come up and stretch your arms up overhead. Feel like you're hugging a block between your legs as you lift your back heel high. You can lunge into that front knee, maybe 90 degrees. Maybe it feels better to stay higher today. Do what feels the best for your body right now. So you want to come back and do it again tomorrow. Take another, or maybe later on today again, who knows. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, back heel down, warrior B. Shuffle your heel in line with your back foot. Stretch your arms so your wrists are approximately over your ankles. Gaze is right over that middle finger. Press your thighs wide. Hug the feet towards each other so you really feel those inner thighs working. Take another breath. Inhale, side bend, reverse warrior. Left arm goes up. Keep the chest facing the side of your mat though. Press through your back leg a lot. Side angle, reach forward. Bring your hand down inside. Push the leg and the arm together, right arm up. If this feels better on the forearm, you can do that as well. Top arm can extend out, Utika. You can also go behind your back, half wrap. Some of you are going to find a full bind right here. So for me, this left side is much harder. I feel it fatigue out much faster. So I have to work a lot harder in my right leg, a lot harder in my side body to really twist and open up so I'm not just laying into my left hip. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Stay through the exhale. And then release your hands to the ground, runner's lunge. Lift your back heel, spring forward, back leg off the ground. Let your right hand find about 1 o'clock, left hand finds your hip. Hug your outer hips in, inner thighs up. Turn your chest to the left. Stay there, reach. Now remember, you want to focus on that stability through the lower body. And then just rotate as it feels available to you. Keep trying to stretch forward first and then rotate. Forward and then rotate. That right hip doesn't need to be any higher than the left. Take 2. Stay for 1. Standing splits. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step back, warrior B. Find your feet right here. Pull your front leg straight. If you need to shuffle your back leg in a little bit, shorter stance right here, you can. Turn your back leg in slightly. As you reach forward, draw your left hip back, left hand down, right arm up. Left hand can be on your leg, a block, or the floor. Stretch the toes forward and push the big toe mound down. Arm can stay up or stretch out overhead, or any other variation you might be taking. Ribs and pelvis draw towards one another, and then you rotate. Keep the shoulders onto the back and your neck long and strong here. Take another big breath. Last one. Runner's lunge, exhale your hands to the ground, lift your back heel and set your back knee down. You're going to straighten through that front leg to find half splits. You can stay here or walk all the way back and sit down onto your heel, taking that forward fold right here. Maybe circle, point and flex the foot. Do what feels good to open up the back of your left leg. Surrendering with each exhale, breathing into abundance with each inhale. Last breath. straight back to that runner's lunge position. As you come into that runner's lunge position, back knee can lift, right hand inside the foot. Hug those inner thighs, turn to the left, you can reach up right here. If it feels better to put the knee down, maybe prayer hand twist instead, maybe back knee up. Maybe you take the arm outside of the leg here and stretch. Keep the back leg really strong though, either way. And notice how there is this sensation of constriction when you twist. See if you can really expand with your inhale breath. Expand, expand, expand. And then go ahead and release hands to the mat. You're going to step back to that plank position, big toes together. And a roll to the edge of your right foot. Remember, you can do this down on your knee or down on your elbow. Left arm can go up in the air as you're ready. Stay here, or if you want to, inhale, exhale, reach underneath your body. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, reach underneath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, reach. Last one, inhale, exhale, reach. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down dog or chaturanga. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Nice, you guys. Take your right shin across the top of your mat. Slide your back thigh down. Pigeon pose for 10 exhales. Surrender. If your right hip is really high in the air, take your pillow or your blanket, your towel, roll it up and put it underneath your hip. You can always use a block. Maybe your towel underneath your chin, maybe your forehead. Breathe in and out slowly. And press your palms down into the ground and step right back to downward facing dog. Nice and easy. Inhale. Left shin forward, pigeon pose left side. Your forehead to the ground as you're ready. Maybe up on a block. Maybe stack yourself up on your elbows. Pillow or blanket or something underneath your hip for support if you need it. One of the great gifts that the yoga practice teaches us is not to necessarily escape the reality of life, but to notice our own personal reactions and responses. To notice the way we are choosing to interact with our reality. Noticing how we're choosing to be affected by our reality. I invite you to breathe into that idea of abundance, 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 and surrender on the exhale. Abundance and surrender. Sometimes the biggest thing that's standing in our way of really feeling abundant in our life is ourself. And that's where that key, surrendering, comes into play. Last breath. Hands flat. You're going to step your knees back here and come up onto high knees for a camel pose. So today, if you can, bring your knees slightly closer together than you normally would, and let your feet come comfortably farther apart. Not so far that you feel like you have to stick your butt out or lean forward, but just enough that it's comfortable. And I want you to hug your inner thighs in so they almost touch. And bring your hands to your backside and lift your chest up in the air. If this is working out well, you might walk your hands down the backs of the legs or even to your heels if that's comfortable for you. Take a few more deep breaths here. Feel your chest lift. Feel your heart open up. Feel your throat open up. Surrender the mind. One more. Inhale, come back up. Exhale your hands forward, plank position. Big breath in, navel to spine, squeeze your thighs. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. So you have the option to stretch your arms back behind you. You can also bind. You have the option to bend your knees and grab for your ankles if you have preference. If it is hard with the feet together, let the feet come apart. Do lift from the inner thigh and inner knee. Reach and lift the chest, the back of the head, shoulders, and lift the legs. Stay here. Breathe in. Feel the back side of your body work to open up the front side of your body. Lift, 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 lift. Exhale, lower all the way down. Press back to a child's pose with the knees together if that's comfortable for you. And bring your hands down by your feet and really surrender everything right here. Want to work a little bit harder, you can go through a down dog and step or hop through to a seat. You can always come upright, sit on your tushy, right side or left side, and swing your legs forward to the front of your mat. So go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together right here and the knees apart. You can be far away from your feet or close together. Open up your feet like a book, like the story of your life you're reading here. Big book, little book, I don't know, lots of pages, you might need to really open it up there. Mo, you can tell us a story. And then go ahead and take a forward fold as you're ready. This is a really challenging posture, so if this is hard for you, if your knees are really high, and you feel like when you forward fold, you go like this and your back just rounds out, I want you to sit up on a block. So you're up nice and high. Mo will show you right there. And that's going to allow your hips to soften, and that's going to let you teeter and fold over from the hip crease a little bit better. I like about this idea of the story of your life is that we are not tethered to it, but rather free from it. All of our experiences that have ever happened are our greatest teachers, and they allow us to make choices in liberation in what's in front of us, and more importantly, what's happening right now. To allow us to be awake and conscious human beings, to know that we are abundant, and to surrender to that. Inhale, come all the way up. Go ahead and bring your legs together. Let's lie onto your backs here. So as you come to lying on your back, you can set your feet flat on the mat. Soften into your lower back. Stay right here and just take a couple of deep breaths into your lower back. Knees are up. Hands down or hands out. Maybe even knees together. You can turn your palms to face the floor. You can walk your heels a little closer to your tushy, stacking your knees over your ankles. And then press your feet down, engage the backs of your legs and the bottom of your seat there to lift your hips up. Bridge pose, you can wiggle your shoulders underneath you. Maybe walk your hands to your heels, fire those inner thighs, maybe bind. You can stay there, you can press your palms next to your head, and lift your head and shoulders off the ground in upward fold. Keep lengthening the tailbone towards the back of the knees. Pressing through strong arms and strong legs. Stay another breath. And then lower all the way down. Again, knees can come together and just soften and breathe into your lower back. You have bridge or upward bow one more time if you want another back bend. If you feel like you need a little extra pick me up for the day, take another back bend there. Energizing, opening, strengthening, vigorous. If you're good there, you might take the soles of the feet together, knees apart, or you might walk your feet wider than your hips. Let both knees fall to the left side. Nice easy stretch, arms can go wide. That back bend, stay through the exhale and then lower all the way down. As you lower down, soften through your lower back, knees can fall together. If your knees are off to the left, take them to the right. And we'll all hug the knees into the chest. Big squeeze, and knees over to the left side twist. Right arm out to the right. If you want to, you can take your top leg and extend the knee. Maybe kick the bottom leg out to the front of the room and keep the top knee bent instead. Lots of variations here. Some of you like to hook your foot underneath your bottom leg as if you're in an eagle wrap. Knees to chest. Exhale over to the right side. As you go over to that right side, again, option to stay, extend one, extend both, keep the top knee bent. I really like the experience of having my shoulders on the ground more than having my legs down. Some of you like that eagle wrap. Go ahead and rock all the way up to the seat. As you come up to a seat, you can stretch your legs out wide side to side. Now, those of you that are at home, maybe practicing with your roommate or your partner, right? You might face each other and do a little pull there. Right? If not, you can walk your hands forward, bring your hands to the ground. Maybe head down. Maybe even your chest down. Maybe you return to those prayer hands, fingers up. This idea again of surrender, surrender. Surrender and abundance will follow. Would you guys walk your hands back up and go ahead and bring your legs together. Now, if your hamstrings are tight, I want you to bend your knees and right away bring your belly to your thighs. You can wrap around your legs or grab anywhere all the way down to your feet. Never necessary to grab your feet or touch your toes in a forward fold. It's a nice idea, but it doesn't always happen. Maybe you shimmy your tushy back. Some of you can keep your belly on your thighs and straighten your legs all the way. Pull forward. Some of you will keep your knees bent and pull forward. Do try to surrender your head down, your neck down. Give yourself a little foot massage if you can reach your feet. Last breath, short and sweet. Inhale, come all the way up to a seat. So you can sit cross-legged if that's comfortable for you. Maybe up on a block or something, if that feels nice. Otherwise, you can stay as you are. And then what you can do is bring your hands to your knees or your lap right here. Sit up nice and tall, grounded through the lower half, upper body reaching, feeling suspended between the earth and the sky right here. Just 5 times, breathing into that sense of abundance, breathing out into surrender. Into abundance, out to surrender. Your 5th breath, if you want to lie back in Shavasana or do any other postures to close out your practice on your own, now is your time.